Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Here we are doing another spell for you guys. This is going to be for those that are seeking abundance, success, growth, and advancement. Whether you run your own business, whether you're working in a company and you're trying to go up the ladder, all of this is going to help you ideally for specific abundance and to bring greater results in regards to your finances. And as you guys can see here, we're going to be needing a circle, ideally anything that you can put the candles where they will be standing. You will also be needing 13 tea lights. They must be white and they must be tea lights. Now, as you guys can see here, I have two sets. The reason for this is because I am working for two different clients, but we're going to go one at a time. Now, you're also going to be needing a incense. Now, ideally, patchouli, sandalwood, or I believe it's called Arabic gum. Any one of those three is ideal for this type of spell. Now, you're also going to be needing, as you can see here, the 3 yellow lights. Now they must be 3, okay? You're also going to be needing 1 red candle. And as you can see here, I have 2 black candles because these are for each petition. But because I'm working 2 different clients, I'm using 2, but you will be using only 1, okay? Now, like I said, we have another set over here, but that's for my second client. Now, the most important thing, you're going to be needing an elephant. It could be an amulet. It could be anything that has the design of an elephant. Now, this elephant particularly, I use for my money spells when I'm working with clients. So I'm going to be using that. But you do need some type of figure or figurine that is of an elephant. Now, you're also going to be needing exactly 13 coins. Now, you can see 2 sets of 13 coins here. Like I said, I'm working with 2 different clients, but you're only going to be needing 13 coins, just like the 13 white tea lights, okay? Now, depending on what country or part of the world you live in, if you don't have coins, then this spell is not for you. For those of you guys that do have coins, always try to use the highest denomination. So if you can see here, obviously I'm using the 13 quarters because I live in the US. Now you're also going to be needing a wooden box or a gold box. Now it doesn't have to be gold, but it has to be the color gold or a wooden box. As you guys can see, we're working with the elephant energy. So that's the reason why I'm using, for this client, I'm using this wooden box. And again, it has to be a wooden box. Doesn't have to have the elephant figurines, but, you know, ideally. Now, getting into this, pretty much this is all what you're going to be needing. Of course, you're also going to be needing a white piece of paper. Now, the white piece of paper is used to write your petition. You're going to be writing and you're going to be very exact in your writing, exactly what it is that you're wanting, what you're trying to bring towards you. So this is going to be very important and crucial. Make sure to rewrite as many times as you want. Once you have a clear petition, that's what we're going to be using when we get to the part of writing the petition, okay? So let's get into the spell. Okay, so as you guys can see here, we're going to light the yellow candles. Then we're going to light the red candle and the 13 tea lights. As you guys can see here, putting the figurine of the elephant right at the center, trying to make a triangle with the 3 yellow candles, as you guys can see here. Now, once this is lighted, or once you light this, we're going to get a white piece of paper. It has to be blank with no lines whatsoever. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the coins, all 13 coins, inside the paper or on top of the piece of paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus our energy on those coins. And every single time that you're putting the coins on the piece of paper, you're going to be thinking clearly and concisely on the petitions that you're wanting to write. Now, you can write as many petitions as you like. Try to keep it to a minimal of 13 petitions. Now, it could be as broad as I want success within the company I'm working for. If you want an exact number of clients that you're looking for in regards to your business, you write that down. A monthly income, you write that down. So again, be as specific as possible. Now, once you put the coins, we're going to take it step by step. So again, when you're putting the coins on top of the paper, you're visualizing your petition, but not yet writing it, as there is a step that we need to take. So as you guys can see here, I'm putting the coins on top of the piece of paper, putting the energy and the focus on my client's petition. So you're going to do this for a minute, sit with it, put energy, again, like I said, and focus. Try to be as clear as possible. Now, as you can see here, we have the black candle. That's the only candle we have not lit. And that's the candle we're going to be lighting. Now, as you can see here, we're going to light the black candle. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a circle around the coins in a clockwise position. If you don't know what clockwise is, it's the way the hands of the clock run. So you're going to go from right all the way around to your left side, okay? So again, when you're doing this, it is crucial and important to be as focused as possible. Have a clear thought in exactly what it is that you're wanting to bring towards you. Now, this spell may seem a bit simplistic, but its power is extremely powerful. And this is the last step that I'm doing for my clients as I've been working with them for this success and abundance spell. Now, when you're going around the coins in a circle motion, try the best you can to allow the wax to create a circle and try to keep it together, meaning allow the wax to melt together so there is no breakage in the wax that is melted on the piece of paper. This is crucial. Now, you can continuously keep going around. As you guys will see here, I go around 3 or 4 times to consolidate the wax and make sure there are no breakages. Basically what you're doing is you are binding the abundance, you're binding the wealth and prosperity to you. So that's the reason why it is important not to have any breakages. Try to go around it as many times as you possibly want. This is pretty much going off of your intuition. Now, you guys already know, work in threes. So I go around it 3 times. If I see that the wax is a bit thin, then I will probably do 4 or 5 times. As you guys can see here, I'm going around taking my time. This is very important, you guys. Do not rush this process. You are binding the abundance and the success. I cannot stress this enough. So it is very important and crucial to take your time. Don't rush into it. Don't, try to get to it as soon as possible. It is about really focusing and visualizing and putting all of your energy and effort to this, okay? So like you guys can see here, I'm going around it multiple times. Again, like I said, to solidify the wax and to allow it to melt and come together as a complete circle with no breakages whatsoever. Okay, so as you guys can see here, we are doing the chant and the prayer. So for those of you guys that are this far, this is the chant you're going to be chanting. So it's very important to write it down so that you can try to memorize it. Now, if you cannot memorize it, it's absolutely okay. You can read it out loud, but make sure to put the intention and the focus when doing this. So it goes like this. I go stroll to the river. I find God, the dandelion. I ask him 13 wishes. I keep 13 promises. Promises mine are to follow, to keep in silence, help, destroy, ask, win, seal, ritualize, pact, take away, fix, witch, my lovely dandelion, bring to me money, riches, abundance, luck, fortune, benefit, gifts, buyers, clients, well-being, heritage, enrichment. Bring to me, my dearest dandelion, your 12 helpers, for each to meet my petitions. Decaradia, for us, Aijos, Fornails, Focalor, Guizon, Gremory, Marax, Nabarius, Orais, Orobas, Phoenix. To each one I put their candle, each one I put their coins. Like the dead cannot bother me, the same they cannot bother me, but help. Granted, paid, for me gifted, sealed, fixed, and pacted. That is the chant that one must chant. When you've come to that conclusion, what you're going to do is you're going to write on the piece of paper with wax in the circle the petition. So as you guys can see here, we have the circle, the binding, the pact. And what we're going to write now is we're going to, as you guys can see here, what we're doing is we're putting the coins in each of the 13 candles in a clockwise position, the way I'm showing in the video. And what you're doing is basically you are offering one coin for each of the 12 helpers that are going to assist you. The 12 spirits, with the dandelion being the 13th. So what you do is you put the coins all around the candles and get the white piece of paper with the seal. And what we're going to do is we're going to be writing down the petition. Now, like I mentioned to you guys initially, you have to be very clear and concise as to what you're petitioning. So ideally, as you guys can see here, I'm showing you, you're going to be writing inside, not outside the circle. It has to be inside the circle. And again, you're going to write down the petition. Be as clear, as concise, and direct. This is what you're petitioning all 13 spirits. So I'm going to bring it a little bit down so you guys won't be able to see, as this is a petition for a client. Take your time when writing this. Put effort, put energy, put focus. I cannot stress this enough. Like I said, this seems like a very simplistic ritual. This is the conclusion of two of the rituals that I've been doing for clients. But this is a very strong and powerful seal. So what you're doing is, on a grander scale, what you're doing is you're binding abundance and success to you, to your person. Therefore, again, the petition goes within the circle. Once you are done writing on the piece of paper with the wax in a circle, the petition, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the 13 coins from the tea lights in a counterclockwise. Very important not to skip this step. Not in a clockwise position, but in a counterclockwise position. And the reason for this is because when you're charging and you're raising energy, you're going in a clockwise position. That's what we were initially doing with the wax. But once it is sealed, you're receiving. Therefore, you're picking up each coin representative of the coins of offering that you're giving to the spirits. So you're going to pick it up in a counterclockwise, and you're going to put it in the gold box or the wooden box that you're using. And you're going to, once you put the coins in there, what you're going to do is you're going to put the box on top of the circle, on top of the wax paper, and you're going to leave it there, okay? You're going to leave it there for, so you have two options. One is, because I'm working for a client, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit on top of this piece of paper, on top of this binding for 3 consecutive nights. Once the 3 nights have ended, what I'm going to do is obviously send it off to my client. But because you're doing this for yourself, ideally, the box must remain on top of the paper for as long as you need. Now, if you should ever feel the need, like you're not being as abundant or successful as initially when you get the results, you always have the option of pulling out the same coins and doing this specific ritual. The more you use these coins, the more the energy is being charged, the more you are coming and becoming closer to the spirits that you're working with. That, again, the more you do this, the more stronger the effects will be and the greater the stability will be. So as you guys can see here, I picked up the coins already, and I'm going to be putting them inside the wooden box. Like I said, once you put all 13 coins on there, you're going to close it, and it's going to remain on top of the petition, as you guys can see here. And again, very important to keep it on top of the binding, basically. So if you're doing this for your business, let's say, you run your own business, you can always keep it by your desk, or you can always keep it on a shelf. You must allow all the candles to completely go out. So you're going to leave it sitting there and allow all the candles to completely extinguish themselves. Once that is done, the ritual is completed. It has been sealed. It has been binded, okay? Like I said, you must keep the coins inside the inside the box and on top of the piece of paper. Like I said, if you have a business, you can keep it by your business, by your desk, by your shelf. If you want to keep it, you always have the option of putting it by your altar, etc. But this is for you to keep, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see each other soon. Please do rewatch this video as many times as you possibly need to, so that you guys can get the hang of it. I do not encourage you guys to rush into this spell without making yourself a little bit, at least watching it once or twice, so you can get used to the ritual itself. It's very important to do it to a T and to follow the instructions as is. You cannot supplement anything. You cannot use different type of candles. The colors have to be specific. Like I said, take your time when doing this, and rewatch this video so you guys can get comfortable with it. Don't rush into it. Once you're ready, take it slow, and again, focus, intention, and effort is basically what's going to give you results. Know and understand that this is a very powerful spell, so don't be surprised when you get very amazing results and you start to see your clientele or your business continuously keep growing and flourishing, okay? So I wish you guys the very best. I hope this brings you guys the stability and abundance that you're looking for. Comment below and let me know the results and your experience so you can let others also know, okay? See you guys. Bye.